The Miami Heat are 3-3 to start the season. For the first time in Erik Spoelstra's 18-year career, he is running a top-3 team in both offense and pace. While Miami is a middle-of-the-road team, injuries and betting-related suspensions have slowed them down. Miami is yet to see Tyler Herro on the court. Last year, he was their sole all-star. Splashy offseason addition Norman Powell has missed the last 3 games as well. He is dealing with a groin strain. Without Powell, the Heat have gone 1-2, dropping games to the San Antonio Spurs and Los Angeles Lakers. On November 3rd, the Heat will remain on the West Coast, taking on the LA Clippers. Before tip-off, the Heat got a positive injury update on their best scorer. Miami Heat get Norman Powell injury update. So far this season, Powell is averaging 24 points, 7.3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals per game. All of those would be career best marks, although he has only played in 3 games. As a result of their injuries, the Heat's remarkable offensive engine hasn't been slowed down, but their winning play has ground to a halt. Luckily, it seems things are getting better for Miami. According to the Miami Herald's Anthony Chang, Powell is officially listed as questionable for the matchup in Los Angeles. Add in the fact that Herro is also getting closer to a return, and the Heat could quickly emerge as one of the better teams in the East. Miami is never a team fans can count out, and with some hot individual starts, things are looking good. With a late West Coast, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tip-off, the Heat have plenty of time to decide if Powell will suit up. Herro, Kasparas Giacchionis, and Terry Rozier all remain out. Miami Heat have a chance to make a playoff run. While it should be expected that Powell falls back to earth, that has a different meaning than it did a few seasons ago. Last year, Powell broke out as one of the best shooting guards in the NBA and has offered no sign of slowing down. Between Powell's hot scoring, Bam Adebayo's near all-star level play so far, and Andrew Wiggins, Jamie Jaquez Jr., Davion Mitchell, and Simone Fontecchio all stepping up as high-level role players, the Heat are a very real threat this season. While a 3-3 record isn't much to brag about, they've stayed afloat without 2 of their better players, and Adebayo looks like the best version of himself. Add in the fact that they could make a major splash before the trade deadline, and the Heat are very real playoff contenders. The Eastern Conference is weaker than ever, and the Heat have talent up and down the roster to make some very real noise. The only thing left to do is wait to get fully healthy. In a surprising move, Lakers head coach J.J. Redick kept second-year guard Bronny James on the court for the majority of the crunch time minutes during their 130-120 victory over the Miami Heat on Sunday. Bronny, who finished with 2 points, 2 assists, and 3 steals, played a total of 18 minutes, most of which were in the fourth quarter. While his numbers don't jump off the screen, the son of LeBron James made some critical defensive plays, especially in the waning moments of the game, which earned J.J. Redick's praise. After the game, Redick explained why he subbed Bronny into the game at the 7:32 mark of the fourth quarter and kept him in until the final minute. "I thought he was really good on the ball. He got a steal off the ball, but I thought he was good on the ball," Redick said after the game via Basket News. Bronny James made play of the game. Redick praised Bronny for applying the same on-ball defensive pressure during the Lakers' 122-108 loss to the Portland Trail Blazers last week. Although Bronny went scoreless in 20 minutes of that game, he came away with a steal and a block. "Now I've seen it twice over the last week or so. He was really just a force in terms of containment and physicality," Redick said of Bronny. Then he made arguably the play of the game. When Luka was double-teamed, he was the next guy, drove the closeout, got to the paint, read the defense, and ended up getting his teammate a wide-open 3. The play of the game Redick is referring to came at the 6:53 mark in the fourth quarter, when Bronny found Marcus Smart for a corner 3, which gave the Lakers a 114-107 cushion. That play, among his 3 steals, earned him valuable playing time. Bronny James finishes lob dunk. The 21-year-old's only basket of the game came when he caught a lob dunk from point guard Austin Reeves with 1:19 left in the first quarter. That field goal gave the Lakers a 40-30 lead after Luka Doncic got the ball rolling with his rapid-fire start. Reeves, who finished with 26 points and 11 assists, said that he may be the first player in NBA history to throw a lob to a father and a son, referencing the many alley-oop connections between himself and LeBron James. "I've got to be the first person in NBA history to throw a father a lob and a son a lob," Reeves said, via ESPN's Dave McMenamin. It was a pretty special moment. Incidentally, the basket marked Bronny's first field goal of the season after he went 0 for 5 through his first 3 outings. The second-year guard is averaging 0.5 points, 1.3 assists, and 1.0 steals through 4 games, while clocking 11.5 minutes per night. The Miami Heat, at 3-3, are comfortably in a playoff position in the Eastern Conference. They boast one of the best offenses in the NBA and play incredibly fast, offering a refreshing break from the standard, albeit effective, style Erik Spoelstra has long preached. The fact that Miami is finding success, even without Tyler Herro, can't be ignored. Bam Adebayo looks to be back at an all-star level, and Norman Powell, despite injury, hasn't lost a step from last season. Even after Herro returns, the Heat won't have a true point guard. Ja Morant has seemingly hit the trade market, and his value has never been lower. Miami has the means to land him, but there is internal strife that might prevent a trade. Miami Heat could trade for Ja Morant. Morant's value is apparent. Over the last 5 seasons, he has averaged 25.5 points, 7.4 assists, and 5.2 rebounds. However, between injuries and suspensions, he hasn't been the picture of reliability. Still, in an effort to compete, Pat Riley and the Heat might be swayed to land him. The Heat are the top, and in many ways the only logical place for Morant to end up, declared Sports Illustrated's Liam McKean on November 3rd. Miami no longer has a franchise cornerstone to pair with Bam Adebayo after Jimmy Butler forced his way out last season. The Heat have plenty of assets in terms of tradable contracts and a few first-round picks to offer. All that combined with Pat Riley's penchant for pursuing the biggest names on the market would lead to the Heat being a top contender for Morant. Morant will make $39.4 million this season and is under contract for the next 3 years. The Heat have ample draft capital to land him and can match his salary with any combination of Herro, Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell, or Simone Fontecchio. Miami has a track record of chasing after stars, and South Florida offers the environment on and off the court where Morant could thrive. Of course, he wouldn't come cheap, and the Heat would lose at least one key player. Plus, Morant might not even want to play under a certain Heat figure. Ja Morant would have to put aside personal issues. The Heat's new, up-tempo offense is the brainchild of Noah LaRoche, a trainer, coach, and consultant who used to work with the Memphis Grizzlies. Apparently, he was run out of Memphis at the behest of none other than Morant himself. The Heat have gotten off to a hot start this year, running an offense designed in part by consultant Noah LaRoche, McKean pointed out. LaRoche was in Memphis last season when Taylor Jenkins got fired in part because Morant wasn't a fan of LaRoche's offensive system, which features very few pick-and-roll actions. The Heat run pick-and-rolls 6.6% of the time this season, the only team in the league below 10%. Would Morant be willing to alter his playstyle? It could be conducive to winning. Of course, Adebayo is a similar player to Jaren Jackson Jr., and Miami doesn't have any role players better than the best Morant played with in Memphis. The Heat do offer a very real culture and coaching continuity, which matters when it comes to winning. If Miami is willing to give up a good player and some draft capital, a deal is feasible. As their season goes on and needs are identified, expect the Heat to be players.